Growing up, we were all given the same advice. Follow your passion, right? Do what you love. Do what makes you happy. But what if that advice is what is keeping you stuck? What if passion is not something you find? What if it's something you build? That is the controversial idea behind Cal Newport's book, So Good They Can't Ignore You. And after I read this book, I started looking at passion, career, and skill. I started looking at all of them differently. Because here's the question: if following your passion is actually the secret to success, why are so many passionate people still struggling? Think about it. Why do some people become highly valuable and others become very replaceable? Cal Newport argues it's not passion, but it's skill. And by the end of this video, I'll explain 3 key ideas I learned from this book that completely changed the way I think. The first big idea from this book is simple. Passion comes after you're already good at something. Most people think the order is passion, work, and success. But Cal Newport argues that the order is work, skill, value, and then passion. Think about it. A beginner really likes something when they are bad at it, when they're just learning it, right? Take the guitar, for example. When you start playing the guitar, your hand hurts terribly, it's so slow at the beginning, you feel you're not good enough yet. But after a month of practice, you get good at it. You begin to build more confidence, you begin to enjoy it more, which leads us to the ideology that Cal Newport presented. Competence creates confidence, and confidence creates passion. So in short, passion is often the result of skill. The second idea is what Cal Newport calls career capital. You can think of your skills like money in a bank. Every time you learn a new skill, every time you become better at what you're doing, it's like you're adding more capital to your career. It's the word career capital, if that makes sense. And this capital gives you more option, more opportunities, more freedom, and more control over your work. A lot of people want the rewards of a great career without building the skills that create those rewards. They want freedom before building the skills that will make them valuable. But other matters, you have to be valuable first before you can gain freedom. The summary for this second point is that skill creates option. The more skilled you are, the more options are open to you. This third idea is probably my favorite. Cal Newport says, instead of asking, what can my career give me? Ask, what can I give my career? This is the Craftsman Mindset. A craftsman focuses on improving their work. They study, they practice, they refine. They don't obsess over whether the world will notice them. They obsess on becoming undeniable. They obsess on becoming so good they can't be ignored. And eventually, when they get so good, the quality of their work will speak for them. And I think everyone should have this kind of mindset, the craftsman mindset. So the summary of this third point is that don't chase attention, instead build value. Now, how do I apply the contents of this book? I think there are 3 questions everyone should ask themselves. The first question: what valuable skill can I become excellent at? Not just something you enjoy, but something that is valuable. The second question is: what uncomfortable practice will make me better? Because growth and comfort cannot coexist. And the third question is: how can I become so good that opportunities start looking for me? Because the goal is not to beg for opportunities. The goal is to become someone that attracts value, someone that commands respect, and someone that opportunity ultimately looks for. Remember the question I asked in the beginning: why do some people become extremely valuable? Why other people who say they are passionate struggle? According to Cal Newport, it's not because they discovered some magical passion. It's because they spent years building rare and valuable skills. In summary, passion was not the starting point. Passion was the result. I think the biggest lesson of this book is not to spend the entirety of your life looking for something perfect to do. Start building, start learning, start becoming better, because sometimes you don't find your passion, you create it. And that is why you should focus on becoming so good that they can't ignore you. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. And if you're interested in learning about why you want the things you want and why your desires are made that way, I made a video about the concept of hermetic desires. It will appear somewhere on the screen. Catch you in the next one. Stay cheesed up.